I'm William, and in this video, I'll show you how to build a school themed website that demonstrates CSS attribute selectors. So basically, our objective for today is to create an HTML page, separate the styling in style.css, and demonstrate attribute selectors with practical example. I have a lot of tools to make what I'm about to do today possible. I have my code editor, that's VS Code, and I have a browser, and I have a couple of images. So I'll show you how to make the website. You can see over here that I have my VS Code editor. So now you can see the code. So the code here, I'll show you how I did it, and I'll explain it to you step by step. And the files I used were over here. You can see wp.html. So that's basically the HTML file. And style.css is basically a CSS style sheet. So, and in the pic are my images, the three images I'll use for the website. So this is my project, and how I'll structure it is here is a HTML stating the header document to the school name. So you can see over here this is the header, each one, and this is the school name, Bright Future School. So basically, I've given the heading, that's the school's name. I've also added a tagline. So it's like maybe a sort of motto. So I've given my school's motto. So I've written it below the heading. And next is my navigation. You can see now that's basically a tag. If you want to create a navigation file, that's your tag. And so now that we have our navigation file, next you will see navigation. So navigation, yeah. So to create a navigation file, you click the navigation tag. So I have three navigation tags. I have the section ID, which is about. So that's basically about the school. Then I have the departments. That's also here. That's basically the departments in the school. And I also have the contact. That's over here. To create the navigation, that's below. So it's basically like I've created a navigation. So it's basically the contact. So I coded all of this to show the contact. And oh, let me run it and show you the code in the website. So this is basically the header. So this is the header, and this is the header. This is the header, bright features. So that's header one. And then now we have the tagline. The tagline is basically the motto. Now the motto is learning for a better tomorrow, and that's it over here. Learning for a better tomorrow. And then we have our navigation. That's about departments and contacts, and we have it over here. That's now. So basically create a nav file for these three items. So you have the about, the department, and you have the contact. So this is the about section, this is the department section, and this is the contact section. So you can basically see it here. So this is about the school, and this is the image for the about the school. You can see it over here. So about the school. I copied the relative part of this image. I copied this relative part and I placed it over here so I could get the image. And if let's say I get rid of this, I get rid of the relative part. It, you see, basically, they say alt to be data into main. So it will basically give you this. You see, so that's giving you this. That's basically remove the image because there's no longer any image for me to write anything for it. So now I'll put back the relative part, and then you can see I'll get my image. So when I go back to the website, you can see that the image is there. Okay. And now we come to the department. Now the department I've separated into arts, science, and sports. You can see art department. And under the science department, I put the relative image part for the science lab over here. It's basically here. So if I decide, you can see it over here. That's the science lab. This is the science lab. That's for the this one. You can see the science lab as department, sports department. So this is for the science lab, and this is the relative image part. So if I glaze it, you see that the science lab will not be there any longer. It has left. So now it's basically all. There's basically no image. So when I put it back, I get my image back. You see. Then we come to the art part. So the art, I also copied the relative of the image over here. You can see the image over here. I copied its relative part and I pasted it into the location for the art class. So you can see the art classes image over here. Then at the end of then you see the contact section. So now the contact section. Yeah. So you have the contact section where I put the email. So basically you enter your email. And if you have a student ID, you can enter a student ID. So it's basically here. So this is the email, this is the student ID. You get it. Okay. So now there are examples of attribute selectors. That's like we have examples like data level, data department, and data image attribute. Examples of it are linked with target blank, input types, and language attributes and fields. Like that's basically what I'm trying to do. And basically you can create an HTML file, and yeah, you can create an HTML file. And I also have like a CSS file. So basically the CSS basically means a deep style sheet. It's basically like the art of the website. So basically the colors and all those things I've, I've saved it into a CSS file. So basically the HTML links to CSS style, links to the CSS style. So if you go back to the header of the HTML file, you see link relative to style sheet. So href basically gives you like the how do I say your location. So I basically it's like when I do this it's style.css. So everything that is there style.css is applied to the HTML. That's it over here. So now I want to break down the CSS. When you start at the beginning, you see the body. So this basically it's a it gives the HTML a sense of like art. It makes it nicer. So basically we have a lot of things we need to put it there, like we create all these things like the for the body we have the font family. So Arial. So we have Arial. Then since we have Arial, we can go to what's the name? The website. You can see that the font style is Arial. And if I wanted to change the background, I could choose a color. Let's say bluish black or something. So now you see the color has changed. And if I decide to change a different color, maybe gray, it will change also in the background. I see what I'm doing. Yes. So now and also the margin is basically how the website will look like through the baseline and all those things. And the background repeats, no repeats. It's basically for the images, so that it's not the images not be repeating itself. And then you can see that you have the font family. I can change the font. maybe to, let's say, Times New Roman. So now I've changed the font to Times New Roman. Let's go and check the website and see what has happened. You can see that the font has changed from Arial to Times New Roman. So now our website has the Times New Roman font in it. So now we have the header, the background color. So basically the header is this part of the website. If I decide, let's say I want a different color for the header, I can come here and maybe choose a grayish color or a bluish color. So when I go back to the website, you see that that's changed. So now I've done the header, I've given it colors, and then I can. This is basically for this one, the font. If I wanted to change it to maybe red, you see the color has changed from white to red. So that's basically for the font color. Then you have the text align. If I wanted the text align to be, um let's say justify. You see previously this one text our text was over here. Now it has moved to justify. So basically when you change the text alignment, you see where you want to place the text. Okay. So now we have our container, basically this one here. So now I want to explain the attribute selectors. So eh, the A target blank, it basically styles links opening a new tab. So when I'm opening a link in a new tab, it basically styles it. Like when I'm trying to open a link in a new tab, it styles it. Then you have the input of type text. The input of type text and input, yeah, the input of type text. It basically demonstrates attribute target inputs. Yeah, so basically the attribute targeted input. So when I want to make an input, it basically makes some clarifications and demonstrates the attribute for me. Then you have your images. So basically the images. If let's say I have my images, these are the images. These are the images. These are the images. And the images are in their website. So these are the images. These are the links for the images. So now I come here, these are the images. And let's say my images are not around. And let's say I don't have the link for it. I don't have the link for it. You see over here. When I come to the CSS, you see the alt basically means that if the image is not there, I have to. It basically gives it a setting like maybe a no image, like no image picture. When you come, you see I removed the link. Now it basically so this is the alt. So this is the alt when there's no image link. Okay. Okay. So now we have seen what we've done throughout our website and seen how to apply our images into the website, change the background color, change the text alignment, change the font family. So now we've also tested it. And if you want to test it, you can use live server in the VS Code and I'll just go live. So if I click on go live, it basically runs it in my web browser. So you can see it over here. You get okay. So this shows how basically attribute collectors can create clean, semantic, maintainable CSS. I'll link. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you very much.